Ian, a fantastic victory. I'm exhausted. How are you feeling first and foremost after that 3-2 win?
Relieved, really. I think we were second best after the 35th minute. I thought we were very, very good for the first 35 minutes. I felt we could have been 3-0 up quite easily, and then decided that it was time for us to switch off and stop doing the things we've been doing. And I said to the boys for that 10 minutes before half time, we've allowed them back into the game, and to be fair, we've got away with a lot in the second half. I felt they were a much better team. They deserved the 3 points, but you know, these boys, they don't know when they're beat. At times they've stuck in there, and we've managed to get a goal late on, which was probably undeserved, but you know, we'll take it. Tomorrow in the paper it will say that we've won and we've got 3 points, and it doesn't really say how the performance was, but for 35 minutes I thought was outstanding. I felt in the end we didn't play to the levels that we can play.
Joe, welcome to the club. You've had a couple of games now. How are you settling in?
Thank you. I'm liking it, really enjoying it. Obviously 3 games, 7 points. Can't go, obviously not 3 games, 9 points is better, but can't complain with how I've been. But yeah, really enjoying it. Lads have been great.
You've worked really hard there today and you didn't really get much service at certain points. I mean, how was it for you? You just had to keep your head down and keep making opportunities?
I had to do what I could to help grind out the win that we got in the end. Like Gaffer said, first 35 we were very good and playing the ball, getting it to feet, getting in behind, but as you said, service got limited towards the end, especially second half when we changed formation to a 1-up there and we were banged in a little bit because they were on top. But no, like I said, just had to do what I could and help the team get the 3 points that we managed to get in the end.
And Ian, just back to that first half, and we'll come on to that second half again. 2-0 up after 22 minutes. Really, really strong position to be in. Last 10 minutes of that first half, as you say, they pulled 2 goals back. I could see you wasn't too pleased there on the touchline. Tell us a little bit more about how you think that last 10 minutes panned out.
The game, Graham. We started having too many touches on the ball. Players, individuals, wanting to do little things which we didn't do in the first 35 minutes. I felt we shifted the ball, we played 1 touch, 2 touch. Some of the stuff we played were excellent. I just felt after that stage that players got a little bit too much space, they wanted too many touches, their passing went astray. We started to do difficult things, and you know, we allowed them back into the game. But as I said, you know, at 2-0, I said straight away that we'd switched off. And when you switch off in a game of football, the hardest thing is to get back onto it. And I don't think we ever got back onto it. I felt second half we were second best all over, though we had some glimpses of some quality. When Liam came on, he gave us a little bit of quality. And in the end, you know, Albans got to the byline, and we've been fortunate that, you know, it's ricocheted in and ended up in the bottom of the net. But again, as I say, you know, we've got away with one today, but you know, we'll take that. It's hard on Bath, and you know, their last 3 games they've played Dartford, Dorking and us, and they've not picked up a point. But I think you've seen today how good a side they are. And it's pleasing because we're finished with them now, and if they can keep that side together, you know, they'll pick up some points on the next few games, and they'll cause a lot of teams in this league some problems.
And what's the clarity on that third goalie? And was that a deflection or was it a Johnny Goddard?
Well, Johnny's claiming it.
Right.
I'm not sure, to be fair, Graham. You've seen my eyes and my glasses. And they only see so far, and Johnny is in there claiming it. I mean, David Noble thinks it was an own goal, and I'm not sure. You'd probably have to have a look at the highlights to find out.
Yeah, we struggled as well. And Joe, back to your opportunity in that second half. It fell to you, and you know, you blasted it. You gave it what you should do as a striker, but it's so close the goalie just had to stand there, right?
I think on left foot, just worried about contact more than anything. I've hit it too well. I think if I slice it a little bit, it goes to the left and away from the keeper's reach. But yeah, like you say, just hit it, and he's gone from nowhere, hit his belly. Well, then hopefully it'll fall soon and one going back in there.
I'm sure it will. You've definitely had them opportunities, which is great. Ian, let's talk about the second half then, because you had a formation change today. It was almost a 3 at the back, your 3 central defenders, which allowed your full-backs to bomb on. You pulled Johnny deep, and then obviously you had Mitchell making them diagonal runs to support Joe. You switched that up in the second half. You went back to your 4-2-3-1. Did you feel that was more comfortable in that formation, or were you happy to stick with the first?
They changed their shape during the first half. When it was 2-0 to us, they matched us up, and I felt they were better at what they were doing. And sometimes you go back to what you know, but again, it was just making sure that we got some players in certain areas, especially in the wider areas. You know, Liam came on and caused some problems. Johnny started to get down the right-hand side and cause some problems. We were always going to leave ourselves a little bit exposed to their long throw and their set pieces. And as I say, you know, we've got away with one with a penalty because, you know, Michael and Peter have done their job in terms of where he puts the ball. If it's on target, Michael looks like he would have saved it. So was it handball? I thought there were some dubious decisions today. As I said, I spoke to the referee afterwards. I felt some of the decisions he gave were a little bit harsh on our side. One or two of their players got away with 1 or 2 tackles, and 1 or 2 of our players didn't get away with tackles. So I just felt a bit more of an inconsistency in that side of it. But we have to take it, as I said to you. We'll play a lot better than that this year and end up with nothing. Full credit, as I said, to Bath, but for long periods in that second half we were struggling and we were hanging on. And full credit to the players. I said to him in there, unbelievable credit to the players, because they didn't give up. They still kept putting their neck on the line. They still kept trying to win the game of football, and we've gone and won it. So they have to take full credit for it. But we know we're better than what we showed, especially in that second half.
And Joe, finally from your side, penalty around the 82nd, 83rd minute for Bath City. Cook standing up, he's already scored, and you're thinking, well, what are you thinking at that point? Are we going to go down 3-2, or can we turn this around?
We always have that bit of hope that we can turn anything around. Like you say, penalties, anything can happen. Like City's missed it, and we've gone on and kicked on and pushed for that last goal. Yeah, and you say, standing there on I'm standing there on halfway line, doing it up, throw it away here, but luckily not. So MJ's done his homework, he's missed it, and then we've pushed on like we have. So you just get a bit of luck in football we need sometimes, and that's what we've done. Got 3 points over the players.
And it looked like with the penalty that MJ would have covered it anyway, am I right?
Yeah, well, from what I could see, it looked like he would, yeah. So.
Fantastic. And Ian, finally for you, I saw your celebrations on the bench for that 3rd goal. It reminded me of Forest Green. You were delighted. You were punching the air. Another 1,400 packed in at Clarence Park. I mean, what a way to end a game and get 3 points.
As I said, we're just going over old ground, Graham, in terms of where, what I've said about the crowd this year. The crowd have been outstanding. They've turned up in their numbers. Disappointed we didn't give them something to carry on with, especially being 2-0 up. But they've been great. They've kept us going. They've got behind the players today. They've kept the players going. And that's a lot to do with what has obviously gone on in the last couple of minutes. But I'll just go back to Hemel Hempstead on Tuesday night when the support there was outstanding away from home. They've continued it again today, and hopefully we can just keep giving them something to keep turning up for. The excitement certainly at this place at the moment is growing. As I say, I just feel the players need to keep performing to the level that they've performed, and the supporters perform to the level that they've performed, because they've been outstanding all season, and to keep turning up in their numbers is great. We need it for the last 6 home games, and then hopefully we might have a playoff game here or 2 when we get into that stage, but that's all going to come towards the end of the season.
Congratulations, good luck for the next game.
Thank you. Cheers, Graham. Bye-bye.